Well, hello and welcome. You're watching this video, I assume, because either you or somebody you care about, somebody you love, has found out that they failed the California bar exam. And my sympathy and my condolences to you on that. I guess I'd say, in a sense, you're in good company. Historically, the California bar exam has a pass rate somewhere between 35 and 40%. And if you're a repeat bar taker and you're taking this exam, failing it more than once, the odds drop pretty significantly for you. So perhaps this isn't a surprise, but nonetheless, it's still an incredible discouragement, I know, for you. Let me introduce myself. My name is Jackson Mumey. I own Celebration Bar Review, and for the better part of 2 decades now, over 2 decades, I've been preparing students to take and pass their California bar exams. I think I'm probably one of the more knowledgeable and experienced people on the California bar exam. I wanted to put together this video to sort of talk with you about what you might do next once you've gotten these failing results. And I think one of the important things, first of all, to say is that the failing result doesn't make you a failure. It's simply a reflection of what you did on those 3 days versus what the examiners set as a benchmark and what their expectations were for how to pass this particular exam. I have found in my years of working with students, primarily with people who are retakers, that it's entirely possible to pass the exam, but you have to change the model and the paradigm from the traditional way of working that so many law students and even practicing lawyers bring to the test. In the 20-some years that I've been doing this, our pass rate at Celebration Bar Review on the California exam has been in excess of 80%, and that's across the board with both first-time takers and with repeat takers. So we beat the odds in every way that you can. I think we probably have the highest published pass rate over a period of 10 years or more of anyone that's in the industry. So, and on our website and on Facebook and so on, you can find lots and lots of testimonials from people who've taken the course over the years and helped them, many in pretty dire circumstances, including one woman who took the bar 21 times before she passed, only came to us on try 19, but we got her through. In any event, what happens next? What should you be doing once you get these scores? Well, I have a couple of specific suggestions. The first is that you should have a clean, fresh, objective set of eyes look at the results with you. We offer a free, no-obligation consultation with me to go over your test results and see what's going on. It is hard to objectively look at and understand what those scores mean. It's frankly not always easy just to understand the score sheet itself, and people are often mistaken or misled about the relative importance of certain parts of the exam. For example, it's not uncommon to hear someone say, "I failed because of the performance tests." Well, it's unlikely that that's really what happened. The performance tests might have been a lower score, but they count for such a small percentage of the overall score that it would be very unlikely that you would pass your multi-state, pass your California essays, and then fail because your performance tests were so bad. So I think it's helpful to have someone going through that with you. I offer that. All you have to do is click on this page and you can set up a free telephone or video conference with me to go over your scores. And if it's not me, have someone else do that with you, someone who's objective. They're probably family members, colleagues, friends who'd love to talk with you about your scores, but they may not be the most knowledgeable or the most objective about what to do next. So I think it's important that you get another set of eyes on those scores and start talking about what comes next. The second thing that I think that everyone should do is get back into your studies. Unfortunately, California waits a very long time, as you know, to release their results. And so as these results come out, we're now at around 70 days until the next bar exam. Now, that's not a lot of time, but it is enough time if you begin studying right away. That also gives you the advantage of building on the information you have from the prior exam, keeping your momentum going. It also gives you something to focus on, which I think is really important. You know, once the shock wears off that you didn't pass, you really need to have something that you're aiming at and looking at to do, and this is one of those steps that I think you can take. Now you might be saying, well, you know what, there just isn't enough time for me given my schedule for the next exam. When should I start for the exam after that? And my advice would be exactly the same. Start now. The sooner you begin, the higher the percentages of passing the bar exam. We've seen that empirically over the years. So if you're getting your notice today and you're saying, you know what, I really can't take that next bar exam, but the one after that, go ahead and start your studies. It'll allow you to keep your studies at under 10 hours a week, certainly in a course like ours, and I think it's well worth doing. The third thing that probably doesn't come as a surprise to you, but I would say that you want to really seriously evaluate how you're studying for the exam. If you took the exam for the first time and failed, the odds are pretty good that you probably sat in one of the big bar review courses like a Barbary or a Kaplan, maybe even Fleming's in California. And, those are good courses, but they're not really designed for repeat bar takers. That's not their happy place. It's not what they do best. There's not a lot of personal attention, and there's not much in the way of delivery of the resources that repeat bar takers tend to find themselves in need of. Now, a course like ours is actually geared very much at repeat bar takers in a couple of ways. One is it's home study, so it's self-paced. We give you a study guide that's got the list of assignments, but you get to place where they go on your schedule. It's also very personalized. You work with me or Megan Saya, who's on our staff as a member of the California Bar, and also happens to be my daughter. So she grew up in this business and grew up learning and teaching and doing all of this. She's a graduate of the University of Virginia Law School, so she's not too shabby. But one of the two of us would be mentoring you and working with you to guide you through the process, particularly to work on your writing, your essays, and your performance tests, but also to be working on anything dealing with test strategy and substance and so on. We provide our own course materials for every part of the exam, including licensed MBE questions, over 1,800 of them, plus California essays and California performance tests. So a lot of material to work through, but we'll structure it and work with you and give you personal guidance. Then we offer something that almost no one else, in fact, I don't know of anyone else that offers it. It's called our Successful Test Application Resources, or STAR program. STAR is really a set of additional resources that we found very helpful for repeat bar takers. It includes programs like photo reading that are designed to improve reading comprehension and speed, holosync meditation to help reduce test anxiety, and the services of Elena Ducharme, who's a nationally recognized expert, happens to be a California attorney, who works with neurolinguistic programming. And Elena works with Megan and with myself and our students to make sure that you're getting the resources that you need to deal with any issues that are causing you to perform at less than your best on test day. STAR is an additional feature and program, and I invite you to check that out, and you'll see links on our page to that as well. But all of those things work together in concert, and they're part of the reason, I think, a big part of the reason why we have so much more success than most bar companies have. Really, my point here is not to put down any other bar company. It's really simply to say that if you've been doing the same thing, if you put the same inputs into the bar, it will give you the same results, the same outputs. And so I would really caution you about sitting in another classroom course doing the same material that you've done before, the same way you did it before, even if it's slightly less expensive. And that's all it'll be, is slightly less expensive in that setting. If you really go out and search and look around, you'll see that there are a lot of California Bar Review providers. I would only caution you to say that most of them are brand new in the business. Most of them don't do this full time. Most of them don't have much in the way of teaching credentials, if anything. So be very, very careful about what you do. I would say you want to look for companies like ours that have been around a long time, that have a proven track record of success, and then talk with the person that you'll be working with and make sure that you're comfortable with them. But in any event, I think you should consider seriously changing your course if you failed on this last exam. Well, having said all of that, I know that this is a time of great frustration and discouragement and anxiety, and so I just want to finish by saying that in my experience, I've never really met anyone that I would say just can't, absolutely is impossible to pass the bar exam. Quite the opposite. I think anyone can pass it once they've been through law school. If you're a foreign trained attorney and you took this exam, you already know how stacked the odds are against you. But we've worked with many, many foreign attorneys over the years from all around the world and successfully helped them pass as well. So I encourage you to contact me. Let us talk together about your results and where you go from here. Let's see if we can find a way to help put you on the pass list for the next administration of the California bar exam. Thanks very much for watching, and best wishes to you and good luck on the next test.